Good day, everyone. I'm Maharani Aisyah Putri from School of Business and Management in Institute Teknologi Bandung, Indonesia. Today, I'm going to present my paper with the title The Important Factors on Behavioral Intentions of Travy Mobile Applications with Supervisor Nuraini Kusmawati. Basically, these presentations will be divided into 6 parts. The first part is the introductions, second part is the basic descriptions, third part is the theoretical foundations, the fourth is the methodology, the fourth is the data analysis, and the last but not least is the result and conclusions. And this is for the background research. The growth and diversification of tourism has become one of the world's fastest growing economic industry. In terms of foreign earnings, it is believed that tourism in Indonesia has a bright future to improve and implement the travel experience. And for the modern travelers, often use smart technology. And for the opportunities, 50% steady expansions are expected a year after another. Indonesia Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy, Bapak Sandiaga Uno, said that there will be 170 million to $1.7 billion growth in foreign exchange for the tourism sector. As an application study in travel and tourism business with a very potentials of growth, it is expected that the traffic applications will be needed by the customers and will grow as long the tourism sector also grows. And also, since the traffic is a new travel applications, research on behavioral intentions is needed to find out what the important factors of the users to download the traffic applications to improve the performance of the traffic applications needed by the customers. And this is the research questions. The research questions of this paper is what the most important factors on the behavioral intentions. And for the research objective is to know the important factors of performance expectations, effort expectations, social influence, hedonistic motivations, habit, and facilitating conditions on travelers' behavioral intentions to use the therapy applications. This is the research. This research focuses on analyzing the factors of the mobile applications that important for users' adoptions while travelers using the Travy applications with the scope of Travy users who live in Jakarta and Bandung area and in 20 until 45 years old. This is the business description slide. Basically, the business can be described with these 3 basic points. And it is the overview, value propositions, and the technology readiness level. And the first one that we will discuss in this slide is the overview. Travy is an application that hopefully can help the travelers to prepare their itinerary for their vacations, business visit, or even any other purpose. They can book the accommodations, planning their trip, and their daily planner. And for the value propositions, Travy has the value of being able to make it easier for the customers from planning travel plans to booking accommodations, which makes Travy different from its competitors, so that the Travy positions itself to be a one-stop travel planner. And last but not least, for the technology readiness level, the Travy application is already available on the Google Play Store and has been soft launching, but has not been promoted to the market because there are still some bugs in the applications. This research used the extending the unified acceptance and use of technology or UTAU2 model as the framework that aims to analyze the behavioral intentions of customers to use the Travy applications. This shown the variables and the decisions from the previous research. In performance expectancy variables, the customers are more likely to accept the technologies that they believe will help their daily life. In variable effort expectancy, the less effort of the customers put into the understanding of the technology, the more likely it is to be adopted. In the social influence variable, the customers start using a technology because of encouragement from other people they trust. And in hedonic motivation variable is the enjoyment or pleasure of customers that obtain from using the technology. For the habit variables, the habit indicates the outcome of the previous behaviors or experiences. And the last variable is the facilitating conditions. It's customers' impressions of the resources and assistance that are accessible to them in order to do a behavior. And this is the methodology. The result of this applied research will be derived from the quantitative approach that collected with non-probability technique of the judgmental sampling and analyzed by descriptive analysis. And for the methodology, there are two steps. The first step is the experimental method, and the second step is the survey method. For the first step, the population and sample is are love to travel and then have installed Travy applications 20 until 45 years old and work as smart worker in Jakarta and Bandung area. And for the second step is the same people who are respondent in the experimental method. And the respondents will be asked to try all the features of the Travy application for 10 minutes without any help or guidance. And for the data analysis, we will use validity test, and then reliability test, and the descriptive analysis. And for the sampling technique is the non-probability technique and judgmental sampling. So this is the results of the respondent demographic. According to the 35 respondents, it shows that the majority of the respondents are male with a total of 20 respondents and female with 50 respondents. The majority of the respondents, both from male and female, are ranging in 17 until 25 years old. That dominate with the males by 17 people and female by 14 people. And for the domicile, was dominated by Bandung with 23 in total respondents, and Jakarta took the second place, where there are 12 respondents. And this is the information regarding the travel habits. For the first question is the respondents' response toward the love to travel. The result is 32 respondents like traveling and 3 respondents don't like traveling. Those respondents in this study have represented in the form of respondents criteria. And the second is the respondents' response towards their spending while traveling. The respondents were asked to answer their travel expenses with a budget range from the 1 million rupiah until higher of the 10 million rupiah. And the result of the data show that the most respondents spent a budget for traveling of the range in 1 million until 3 million with a total of 18 respondents. And this is the respondents respond towards travel habits in a year before pandemic. Before the COVID pandemic, almost the respondents traveled 3 until 5 times a year. And since the COVID pandemic, there has been a change in tourism habits for traveling. It can be seen that 20 respondents still travel 1 until 2 times during the COVID pandemic, and the respondents who choose not to travel during the COVID pandemic with those who travel 3 until 5 times are almost balanced. And the next is the validity test. So for the validity test, the result of the validity test of this research as measured with person correlations, the research used 0.05 as the significance level for all the items. And this is the validity test results for the performance expectancy, effort expectancy, and the social influence. This is the result for the validity test of facilitating conditions, hedonistic motivations, habit, and the behavioral intentions. By comparing the value of the result of R table and R value, it indicates that all the variables have passed the validity test, which are the value from all the item of the R value is higher than R table. The validity test was passed by this research. So this is the reliability test. It shows that the conversion of a result of the performance expectancy variable is reliable with a 0.747 value. Also, it demonstrated that the effort expectancy variable are reliable with the conversion alpha value is 0.624, which was greater than 0.06. And the items of social influence variable are reliable with 0.940 as its value. And this is the result for the facilitating conditions that are not reliable, and for the hedonic motivations is reliable with 0.722 as its value, and for the habit is reliable, and the behavioral intention is reliable. And as a result, the data can be processed to conduct descriptive analysis tests. So this is the descriptive analysis with the interval range like on the slide. For the performance expectancy descriptive analysis, the results show that all the indicators are in the high group. And the second variable in effort expectancy, it shows that there are two indicators in AE2 and AE4 in the group very high, and the indicators of AE1 is in the high group, and the indicators of AE5 is in the moderate group. In social influence variables, the indicators of SE1 is in the moderate group, and the indicator SE2 in the high group. In hedonic motivation, all the indicators from these variables are in the high group. In habit variable, there are two indicators that are in the high group, which are the HB2 and HB3. HB1 in the moderate group. And for the facilitating conditions variable, the indicator of FC1 and FC2 are in the very high group, and the FC3 is in the high group. And the last variable is the behavioral intentions. The results show that all the indicators are in the high group. This is the result. The first variable is the performance expectations of the Travy applications are a significant role in the behavioral intentions of the application's users, since they recognize that the application can benefit them in travel planning. And the second variable, as a travel planning applications, the Travy program is intuitive and simple to use. The UI/UX interface of the Travy applications is also clear and understandable. And the third variable, which is the social influence, a user's decisions to download the Travy applications may be influenced by the close and influential individuals such as family, friends, or influencers. And for the facilitating condition variable, users have resources that assist the operations of the Travy applications, such as the internet and appropriate smartphones, as well as the knowledge required to operate the Travy applications. So that the facilitating condition variable is important on behavioral intentions. And for the hedonic motivations, based on the respondents' result, users feel that when you see the Travy applications, they enjoy it and these applications is fun. This proves that the hedonic motivation factor has an effect on behavioral intentions. And for the habit, based on the result of the habit variable analysis, the use of travel planner is a frequent thing to do when traveling. Therefore, the Travy applications as a travel planner applications is an option for travelers because it can make it easier for travelers to plan their trips, which is in line with the results of the analysis of the performance expectations variable, which shows that using the Travy applications can help users deliver benefit for them in travel. And the last is the behavior intentions that respondents were interested in utilizing Travy applications as the planner as determined by a behavioral intention analysis. This interest came after respondents actually experiences and use the Travy applications. And the last slide is the conclusions. According to the descriptive analysis results of the prior research and the discussions, the most important factors on behavioral intentions of the Travy applications is the performance expectancy variables, since the respondents believe that the Travy application will benefit them to plan a trip. And yeah, that's all from my presentations. Thank you.